What's up, y'all? Feeling good on today. Got this nice drive, calm. Gene and I are driving to New York City. We're playing tonight at Smoke Jazz Club, the Bella Project. 3 sets, 7, 9, and 10:30. Man, excited. We're just reflecting and just talking about different people that has impacted our lives. That, as a musician, you have to make a living. And you do want to make money, but you got to know when you run across a situation where of course you're going to make money, but you got to know when you got to sit with a person in terms of mentoring. And we've been blessed to have some great mentors in our lives, man. I mean, from musicians we tour with to people that we still talk to. So, man, when I look back on my career, I know this Throwback Thursday, you'll see a few photos I put up from the early Cassandra Wilson days, which was I learned a lot. And what's crazy is one of my first early on mentors was Lonnie Plaxico. He was the music director at that time, and he saw something in me. And this was crazy. I'll tell you this. At the time, Cassandra Wilson was huge. She was big. But this was crazy. I didn't even know who Cassandra Wilson was when he first asked me about possibly planning on doing a gig with her. And actually, how I met Lonnie, we was just doing a casual gig out in the park. I don't know if it was Brooklyn Park or Central Park with a saxophone player. I did that gig. I can't remember his name, but I haven't seen that saxophone player since. But Lonnie and I played together with the saxophone player. And so he asked me, hey man, would you be into possibly playing with Cassandra Wilson or auditioning? So I was like, yeah, cool. Didn't know who she was. Time passed by, which is like a month later or sometime, he calls me to audition. And so, man, it was a blessing to God to show up at the house, met Cassandra, auditioned, and got the gig. And I'll tell you this, it wasn't always easy. No, it wasn't easy because that was a grown man's gig. It was just a whole nother level in terms of understanding textures and subtleties. I was in college at the time. I was into, hey, I'm about to just open up and just hit. But, man, when I look back on it, I thank Lonnie for being the big brother he was. And, man, it was tough. He was on me. He rode me. But look how God has blessed me today to be the musician that I am. And this was crazy. What's crazy about that is, as much as he got on my nerves as a big brother, we didn't fall out. And that's important to be able to take criticism and, not that we never had it out or this or that. But I will tell you this. It was a great learning experience. And this is how things come full circle. I played with my big brother Lonnie this past weekend. We had a blast. And it's like a lot of those things that he was sharing back then. Now I understand as you live life, now that I'm married. And, man, I played with Cassandra maybe like a year ago, and it was like, wow. It was a whole nother space that I was in. So I thank God for the musician that he has blessed me to be, and that's that. And that's Gene dying to open her mouth probably. Okay, well no, she's in silence. Okay, there it is. The Pink Panther.
Whatever.
So we just reflecting and having this great conversation, man.
Great mentor too.
Yep. And then I tell you, after all that,
Brother Gary.
you know what? I'm gonna do another segment with another person that was a mentor to me, and I'll tell y'all that in the next segment. I'm gonna call that part 2.
Have I been a mentor to you?
Yeah, I want you to keep your eyes on the road. Actually, Gene has been a mentor because she was the first person that saw in me to be a music producer.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, I was trying to holler, but
whatever.
she was like,
I was like, man, you're a producer. He was like, man, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm telling you, I've been around quite a few of really good ones, and I understood that he thought like a producer and saw music like a producer, and I was right. Listen to your wife.
I mean, it helps, and I'm not saying this just because she's my wife, but it helps to have a great songwriter because they can teach you what a structure and what a song is, and man, and I didn't want to be that whack husband. I mean, but at the same time, man, you know, she was always on another level to me, and I had to continue to keep growing and keep coming up. Okay, man, we don't need all that. That's too much. That's too much doing a video. Okay, man, don't run into the back of this car.
I'm not running to the back of this car.
Okay, but in any case, all right, y'all, it's 5 minutes. So I'm going to do part 2. All right, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.